Hey, it's Dan and welcome to TopX, where we count down the very best that YouTube has to offer. Today we're doing all things funny as we're counting down the top 10 YouTube comedy channels. For this list, we decided to exclude those people and channels that have transcended YouTube and found significant popularity and financial success through other mediums, and instead tried to focus on those channels whose grassroots base still focuses only on YouTube.
I used to be too embarrassed to invite people over to see my dick, but now, my dick's the talk of the town.
Some of these channels may be starting to transcend those boundaries, but unfortunately, major sites like College Humor have been excluded for these reasons. Although views and subscriber numbers were a major factor in our ranking, we also ranked these choices based on a mix of user votes, personal preference, and overall impact on the YouTube community. Number 10, TomSka. TomSka Ridgewell's channel deals with what he calls the three loves of his life: action, sketch comedy, and cartoons. His most popular videos are his cartoons, or animated shorts. Now, these are always really random and irreverent and quite simple looking, but anyone who's familiar with Cyanide and Happiness or Don Hertzfeldt's rejected cartoons should feel right at home.
Ah! Why would you do this? I have a wife and family! Ah, the pain!
Next up are his action clips, where he lampoons and makes fun of various action movies in spectacular fashion. Now, these are extremely well put together. You'd never think someone could put so much effort into a what-if scenario where a bunch of elite commandos have to work with a pug who's also a sniper.
Now, I know what you're thinking. He's a maverick. Maybe even a little old, but he's the best damn sniper there is.
The third branch of his channel is sketch comedy. Now, here you'll find the most variety, but suffice to say they're actually really clever. One pretends to be a standard prank montage on this guy's girlfriend, when really it's a sort of a grim downfall of this guy's relationship.
Tom?
Oh, shit. Oh! Epic girlfriend cheating counter prank! What?
Now, TomSka has actually divided his channel into 3 separate playlists, so if you only want to binge on the cartoons or you only want to watch all of his action shorts, he's made it real easy for you. Number 9, Tobuscus. As with many other comedy channels, Tobuscus does a lot of animation. It's actually his most popular show. Tobuscus Adventures features a reasonable facsimile of him annoying his friend Gaybuscus, where they occasionally go on adventures and slay zombies.
Hey, Tobuscus, zoom in and enhance on that zombie by the seesaw.
Dude, this isn't 24.
Fine, I'll do it. I do everything. Fine. Yeah. I've seen these zombies before.
These are so incredibly popular that a crowdfunding campaign to make a game out of the series reached its $240,000 goal in 2 days, so keep your eyes peeled for that. Another one of the best facets of his channel are his literal trailers. Now, not to be confused with honest trailers. Literal trailers describe in vivid, musical detail the things that are happening on screen in various movie and video game trailers. Now, these are not only really well written, but they're also surprisingly well sung.
Sad face again and again and again. Another wine bottle pass in slow motion.
He's what you might call a YouTube veteran. He's been around since 2006 and has over 6 million subscribers. So chances are you've actually seen some of his videos and you just don't know it yet. Number 8, Shane Dawson.
I'm about to make you uncomfortable by the way I hump this entire room.
Despite his rather humble beginnings on YouTube, Shane is managing to sort of break out of the YouTube mold. He's actually got a full-length movie on iTunes that you can download now called Not Cool. One thing that he specializes in are parody music videos, where he rewrites and then reenacts various popular music videos. These are pretty impressive for a number of reasons, mostly because he's able to capture the look and feel of a lot of the videos, and they never feel rushed or cheap.
Trying to shock America by doing a bunch of crazy shit with my tongue, and I can't stop.
Despite the complexity of some of his other videos, many of his videos go the simple route. He's actually got a whole channel devoted to videos he's filmed with his phone.
This is my new channel. Welcome. Oh, let me get the light. It's my iPhone channel.
Which, if nothing else, proves that he hasn't really lost touch with the sort of grassroots, user-created content that makes YouTube so great. Number 7, Rhett and Link. The comedy duo of longtime sleepover buddies Rhett McLaughlin and Charles Lincoln Neal III. Rhett and Link have a channel that's almost as old as YouTube itself.
What if I drop my phone?
Rub some bacon on it.
Or encounter my clone?
Rub some bacon on it.
I get mononucleosis.
Rub some bacon on it.
In fact, their music video for Facebook song is both a good example of their musical skit style and a showcase of how long they've been around. Does anyone remember when Facebook looked like that?
Facebook, I'm hooked on Facebook.
As you've probably guessed by now, they like to sing. Now, while other channels like to focus on rewriting popular songs, Rhett and Link like to make up their own original stuff, both in style and in concept. My personal favorite series from Rhett and Link are their Commercial Kings series, where they produce commercials for local businesses that normally wouldn't be able to have commercials. These feature a sort of self-aware crappiness, paying homage to the fact that often really terrible commercials go viral on YouTube.
Shifted in forward, shifted in reverse. Domestic foreign, I please you with my service.
Lastly, they also have a morning show on a separate channel called Good Mythical Morning, but that's more of a vlog, so we'll get to that next week. Number 6, Ray William Johnson.
Don't click away. This will be a lot easier for the both of us if you don't click away.
RWJ's claim to fame is his Equals 3 show, where he showcases and provides hilarious commentary on various viral media and videos. Now, anyone who's seen Tosh.0 will be very familiar with this format, but I think Ray gets the credit for doing it first.
And slows it down so that Katniss Everdeen now sounds like Will Ferrell.
I volunteer! I volunteer as tribute!
Nowadays, he actually doesn't host the show anymore, and he's got someone else to do it, but thankfully, it's still going strong.
Did it hurt when you fell from heaven? How about when I dropped you in front of all of our friends?
Since starting Equals 3, Ray has produced a number of other great things, including a successful podcast, another web series, a graphic novel, and even a popular song, proving that the talent that helped propel his channel to popularity wasn't just a flash in the pan. Number 5, Jenna Marbles.
Make sure you choose something that falls under the category of short, tight, and shows off your sweater puppies. That'll do, pig.
Out of all the other channels we've seen so far, Jenna Marbles' channel is probably the most bare bones, most closely resembling a vlog. Although she does skits and songs, most of her videos are just her in front of her computer talking. So why is she so high on our list?
I bleached the absolute shit out of my hair, and I tanned my skin because if I didn't, I would look like an albino.
Because she's really, really funny. Most of her videos are just her ranting about usually a girl-related issue, and to hear her talk about these issues in such a no-nonsense way is really refreshing.
Let me just remind you that you're watching videos made by a girl alone in her bedroom every Wednesday. Maybe your expectations are a little bit too high.
While she may come off as a bit crass, she's also extremely witty and uses her lightning-fast editing style to mix in a lot of jokes and references. Number 4, Smosh.
Fools can I kill today? Too many to count, don't get in my way.
Created by Ian Andrew Heckox and Anthony Padilla in 2005, Smosh quickly became one of the most popular YouTube channels and has stayed there ever since.
Wait. Your tank was upside down and then your Master Chief guy just came up and flipped it right back over?
Yeah?
Yeah, that's really realistic.
They do skits and shorts over a huge variety of crazy crap. One particularly well-produced video is their Ultimate Assassin's Creed 3 music video, which is a music video sung by one of the assassins in Assassin's Creed. As their assassin video demonstrates, as with a lot of their other recent content, they have a lot of resources and production value that goes into their videos. As such, you see a lot more effects and crazy editing than in a lot of the other things we've seen. Clearly, they've gotten the attention of the right people because they're apparently in talks with Lionsgate to produce a full-length feature. Number 3, Nika Nika. As with pretty much every other channel on our list, Ryan Hika's channel doesn't focus on only one thing. He does talking head vlog rants, funny music videos, and a Q&A session called Dear Ryan.
Dear Ryan, can you tell Greg to cut his mustache? Hey Greg, cut your mustache. No! Okay.
Something you'll notice right off the bat is that Ryan makes for a rather charming host. He's in most, if not all, of the videos, and his friendly persona is definitely something that's helped propel the channel to the insane amount of popularity that it's garnered over the years. Ironically enough, one of his most popular videos is a music video about how nice guys never get the girl.
Do I look fat in this dress? Hell yeah you do! Wait, let me speak your language. Cows go moo!
One thing that's especially noteworthy about Ryan's channel is that all of his content seems to be just as popular. If you sort by oldest, you see that even his very first video has 38 million views. So, if you like his stuff, his entire catalog is probably right up your alley. Number 2, Barely Political.
It's Uggy Uggs. I got voice and speech problems.
Barely Political does sketches, comedy shorts, and stomp me if you've heard this one, funny music videos. So what differentiates them from the pack? Well, to begin with, it started with the name, Political. They rose to fame with their Obama Girl videos, where a selectively dressed young lady professed her love for, well, you know who.
'Cause I got a crush on Obama. Can't wait till 2008. Baby, you're the best candidate.
Despite the Obama Girl stuff, the bulk of their views today come from their In the Key of Awesome music videos, which are parody music videos. Now, as we've seen, these seem to be the bread and butter of the YouTube comedy community. These videos focus heavily on making fun of young female artists. Ariana Grande, Iggy Azalea, and frequently poor Kesha have all been lampooned by their videos.
Wake up in the morning looking greener than Shrek.
Where is that donkey?
Sleeping in a tub can really mess up your neck.
While a lot of other channels like to go for the random humor style, if ever there was a unifying theme for Barely Political, I would say it's pop culture in general. They like to make a lot of fun of celebrities and pop icons. Where the New Zealand deck sealant video fits into all that, I don't know.
I could barely recognise my own dick. Imagine that. Then I discovered Schaefer's New Zealand style dick sealant, the best way to take care of your dick.
There's a lot more than just 10 really funny channels out there, so here are a few honorable mentions. Number 1, Epic Rap Battles of History. After a top 10 list full of channels that do everything and the kitchen sink, our number 1 pick focuses on one thing and one thing only, Epic Rap Battles.
You got a virgin girl, who you think you messing with? It's Miley Cyrus, I'm the hottest thing since Britney, bitch.
Now, on the surface, this may seem like a channel devoted to outtakes from 8 Mile, but that's not the case. The rappers in question are all historical figures or public icons, people you wouldn't expect to see rapping.
Need to stop hating on gays. Let them teach you how to dress. You got the mama jeans and a Mr. Fantastic face. So rich and white, it's like I'm running against a cheesecake.
Their most renowned video, though not terribly relevant nowadays, is a rap battle between Mitt Romney and Barack Obama. And today it has currently almost 100 million views. To put that into perspective, that's if you took everyone in Canada, made them watch the video, and then made them watch it 2 more times.
Let me be clear. Don't get it twisted. We'll see how pretty your face is after my face is kissed.
What's perhaps even more impressive about ERB is that some of their videos feature celebrities rapping in the battles. Most notably, Key and Peele are featured in a handful of their clips. As we've seen before, a lot of other channels like to do funny music videos. Epic Rap Battles floats to the top because of 2 things. The first is consistency. The overall writing style, production value, and crazy outrageous nature really doesn't fluctuate from clip to clip.
Got so much street cred, they write my name on the sides. I'd bring you for tech support, but I got a Nobel Prize.
The second is originality. Because each clip is a scenario they themselves have envisioned, each one comes off as entirely original. Simply put, a lot of people have made fun of how grimy Miley Cyrus is. It takes a special something to envision what she would say in a rap battle against Joan of Arc.
You gotta die for something, Miley. Just picture your epitaph. Had the world watching jokes to show them all her flat ass.
When it's all said and done, this mix of originality and consistency helps push Epic Rap Battles to our number 1. Thanks for watching. We hope we introduced you to something new and fun that you will enjoy. Be sure to vote on upcoming episodes on our website, and for more top 10s published every day, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.